Hi, this is Dan Stewart, and this is your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Wednesday, September 8th, 2010. Well, the markets were up today. The Dow was up 46 points at 10,387. The S&P was up 7 to 1098, and the NASDAQ was up 19 to 2228. Oil was up 52 cents to $74.61. Copper was up 3 cents to $3.49. Gold was one of the few things that was down today. It was down $1.70 to $12.55. Silver was up 4 cents to $19.92 the ounce, and it's still knocking on that $20 an ounce number. I'm bullish on silver. Are you? Well, the good news in the markets today was the Portuguese bond offer went well and was fully subscribed. Even though Greece is bankrupt and people are even writing about it now, and Ireland actually segregated one of its banks today, dividing it between the bad assets and the good assets. So Europe is in a lot of trouble, but everybody seems to be looking the other way. And the FED Beige Book came out, and it looks like we're slowing down in the Midwest and on the East Coast. So things aren't so great in paradise. Volume was also light today. New York Stock Exchange volume was 3.2 billion shares, well below its 30-day moving average of 4.1 billion. The NASDAQ was much closer at 1.9 billion, right at its 2 billion share 30-day moving average. Treasuries 5-year 1.45%, 10-year 2.65%, and 30-year 3.72%. Yields were up and prices were down. Over in Europe, it was up across the board, mostly 1/3% to just under 1%. Although Spain and the Netherlands just broke through 1%. And again, it's all because of that successful Portuguese bond offering. I didn't buy any Portuguese bonds. Did you? Remember what happened to those people that bought the Greek bonds? They got crushed just a couple months later. Asia, it was down across the board with the exception of India and Indonesia, the I countries that were flatlined, just marginally above the zero line. Shanghai was closed, Hong Kong was down 1.5%, and Japan was crushed again at over 2%. The yen hit a 15-year high against the US dollar, and the Japanese cannot seem to make their yen weaken against other currencies to help their exporters sell. And this has been Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, September 8th, 2010.